How Diary of a Wimpy Kid 4 destroyed Rodrick's life. Shit, let's get into this, bro. You know, I used to watch these movies, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, like 1 and 2. I don't think I watched 3, but 1 and 2, those are peak times in life, bro. You gotta be real. Those are peak times in life.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid 4 hired a whole different cast from the 3 original movies. The replacement they used for Rodrick was so brutally criticized it ruined the actor's life.
I did go through a depressive episode for almost 3 years afterwards, and it kind of ruined my acting career.
You see, the original Rodrick set the bar extremely high. He was simply a downright legend. OG Rodrick was the cool big brother that everyone looks up to.
I mean, it really didn't make sense to replace them though, right? Like, why did they replace the old cast? Yes, they were getting older, but it would have been cool to have an older cast, like an older story, right? Like seeing them growing up. That would have been cool, but yeah, there really was no point to replace a cast with the new one. It could have been I don't blame the actors too. They're just doing their job, right? They're just doing their job. So I don't know why they got hate. The hate should be to the studio, not the actors.
Whilst also being very relatable as a character. In most Diary of a Wimpy Kid character tier lists, Rodrick is often placed in top position.
He's going at us. Best character in the series. He's always great.
And then a Reddit post asking what's your favorite Diary of a Wimpy Kid character, about 80% of people said Rodrick was the best. Much of the character's charm was aided by the actor, with people even calling it the Devin Bostic effect. He played Rodrick into an unbelievably likable character, but Devin Bostic couldn't play Rodrick forever. He was already 19 in the first Wimpy Kid movie, and would have been 26 if he appeared in the fourth. Greg Heffley faced a similar problem. Whilst filming the first movie, he was only 12, making him 19 with facial hair by 2017. Creator of the series, Jeff Kinney, said, "The Wimpy Kid movies are different from Harry Potter, which follows the kids as they age. Main character Greg is frozen in his pre-adolescent amber. You cannot continue to play a wimpy kid when you have muscles and a deep voice." As a result, for the fourth movie, they'd replace the entire cast. But the studio...
I mean, yeah, he had a good point, you know. They were getting older and the story is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. But it would have been cool if they just stopped making the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies. Okay? Not making new cast. And then have a spin-off of like Greg Heffley when he's older. Rodrick, what is he doing? And what are like the parents doing, like stuff like that. That would have been cool. That would have been better, for sure. Better than what they did.
Didn't tell anyone until the trailer dropped, understandably frustrating the fan base. Oh hell no, WTF, really? I prefer the old cast. The new Greg looks like 5. Bad. I want the old actors back, please. I have a really bad feeling about this. This bad feeling turned out to be correct, as whilst the studio was testing the movie, we got a lot of laughs, says Kinney. Then the lights came on and people started asking, why didn't they use the old cast? They were genuinely confused about why we'd replace such a good cast. It took us a little bit off guard. Ironically, the movie begins with Greg stating this
combination of people is just not working.
But there was one specific character who really didn't work. The new Rodrick looks like Lord Farquaad. Rodrick is now a Japanese girl. They seriously couldn't find another Rodrick? They had to pick someone who looks like they've been adopted. This comment made a pretty good point, especially when looking at scenes like this one. The actor Charlie Wright was part Japanese and had totally different features to the two supposed parents. And while the original Rodrick looked like a teenage band member, the new Rodrick didn't. He didn't exactly look like a person who'd be wearing a Motorhead t-shirt. The original Rodrick was also the perfect mix of dumb, smart, evil, and encouraging, whilst they wrote the new Rodrick to just be a stupid imbecile with 0 positive qualities.
I got us a microwave pizza.
Oh my god. This shit was just not funny. It was just not funny, bro.
Rodrick, that's a mini safe.
Being only Charlie Wright's 4th ever acting role, his overall performance wasn't exactly amazing, and the internet was quick to let him know. They first mocked his appearance through physical comparison. The Joker, Michael Jackson, Lord Farquaad, Lil Tay, Johnny Depp, Edna from
They
The
gotta chill.
Incredibles, Leafy is here, the chef from Ratatouille, Randall from Monsters Inc.
He's just
The
an
new
actor,
Rodrick
bro.
even looked like a kid the old Rodrick would bully. Whilst all of this was happening, hashtag not my president was trending on Twitter, which people adopted and parodied to read hashtag not my Rodrick. It was photoshopped onto some paper held by Devin Bostick, leading the hashtag to go mega viral. It gained over 200,000 individual
Goddamn.
Instagram posts, all of which roasting fourth movie Rodrick in their own unique way. He went from your daughter calls me daddy to can I talk to your manager? Hashtag not my Rodrick. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Name a bigger downgrade, I'll wait. People value the old Rodrick more than ending world hunger, and even re-edited the
crazy.
second movie to have old Rodrick roast new Rodrick.
Oh my god.
Can you explain what you're doing in this photo?
That's not me.
The hashtag became
See, that
so
was funny,
popular,
like,
people
that
then
movie was
began
funny,
a
bro.
movement. On Monday, March 27th, when we returned to school, everyone please write hashtag not my Rodrick on your wrist, which hundreds if not thousands of people actually did.
Oh my
Friend,
fucking
hey,
God.
you've been
Okay,
wearing
it's not
long
that deep,
sleeves
though,
a
I
lot
can't lie.
lately. Are you okay? Me, yeah, I'm fine. Not my Rodrick. In the process, they changed his Wikipedia. Charlie Wright is a greasy corn-looking Leafy is here. Jeffree Star's cousin with Down syndrome. Lord Farquaad imposter Willy Wonka-looking pleekly freak, who's playing my daddy Rodrick Heffley in the
Hold up. Why are they going after the actor though? See, I know they casted the wrong person, okay, but you don't gotta go like after the actor. He's just doing his job, right? Like, it makes no sense to me, at least. People taking it this deep. The movie sucked, and it was a disappointment. But at the end of the day, it's entertainment. So I don't know why people take the time out of their day to make comments like this. Like, you could say hashtag not my Rodrick and make a joke, okay? But attacking the person who's just acting the role, like, come on, bro.
2017 film Diary of a Wimpy Kid: The Long Haul.
That's
As you
just-
can
this is
see, he
stupid.
looks like corn and or a soccer mum. This is not Rodrick. His old Instagram posts filled with nothing but insults, while literally dozens of
She's
petitions
crazy,
called
bro.
for old Rodrick back, one of which gaining over 20,000 signatures.
God
Another
damn.
petition was proposed on the Wimpy Kid subreddit. Change upvotes to the true Rodrick and downvotes to the fake Rodrick. Almost 7,000 people agreed. Things had gotten so bad, they'd get help from the old Rodrick.
Fox just sent me the new trailer for Diary of a Wimpy Kid: The Long Haul and asked me to make a reaction video.
Who was encouraging to the
Ain't no way.
replacement.
I just wanted to say to Charlie Wright, the new Rodrick, I gracefully pass on this torch as Rodrick. It's time to let go and know that there's a new man in town and someone's got to rock and roll and it's you.
But people didn't buy it. He tried to be nice, but inside he's screaming. I thought he was about to cry when he saw the Walmart version Rodrick. You can literally see his sadness from his eyes, even if he's not expressing it. Despite the hardcore backlash, the studio thought fans would learn to love the new cast.
But I think that the new cast does a great job.
Kinney believes audiences will come around. People are still so invested, he says. It's gonna take kids a few minutes to adjust to the new cast, and then we're off to the races.
I think it's going to be the best Diary of a Wimpy Kid yet.
A professional critic even said, The Long Haul is going to be his movie of the summer, says McNamara, who doesn't envision the outcry hurting the movie's box office or home release. However, this wasn't the case.
Movie did
Despite
terrible.
its budget of $22 million, the film opened to earnings of 7.1. It received just 4.3 stars
Better than
on
I expected.
IMDb and a measly 19% on
19,
Rotten
okay, 19 is
Tomatoes.
crazy.
This film
What
is
the fuck?
unwatchable. I suffered through
19 is
91
fucking
minutes,
crazy.
which somehow felt longer than the extended edition of Fellowship of the Ring. The new cast was horrific, the script was aimed at
Yeah.
toddlers, and the acting was the worst that I've seen in recent memory. The movie was further blasted in videos such as this one, with 24 frames of Nick stating, I legit almost puked while watching this movie. I had
It
to
was
pause and
terrible.
rewatch the originals just to keep my sanity. Jason Drucker, who played fourth movie movie, Greg Heffley, explained he almost deleted social media due to the backlash, and he wasn't even the primary target of the hate campaign. So how did Charlie Wright feel? Well, 7 years after the movie first came out, he'd make his own YouTube channel and post a video titled Life is Not My Rodrick.
When the world found out that I was playing Rodrick, they weren't very happy. People just didn't like me. I don't know.
He'd explain what had happened as a result of the hashtag.
The random death threats were a little disturbing. And
a death threat over a movie is crazy. Over a movie character is crazy. It's fiction, bro. I'm not saying we should send death threats to anybody, but like, it shouldn't be going to him, bro. Like, at the very least, it should be going to like the people who casted him. But no one should get it at all. I'm not saying anyone should get it, but like, it's stupid. Like, he's just doing his job. Like, how many times have I said this? He's just doing his job.
And to have people saying that they wished I was dead just for doing my job and being in a movie was kind of crazy.
Also mentioning they cancelled 2 planned sequels.
The other 2 films that were planned to go ahead after this one were canceled.
Meaning he missed out on a massive sum of money.
So for the first movie, I made $75,000. Now, had we made a second movie, I would have ended up making $125,000 for that one.
God damn.
Okay, last but not least, if we made a third movie, I would have made $300,000 on that one.
He'd therefore struggle with his mental health.
I did go through a depressive episode for almost 3 years afterwards,
making leaving his house a troubling experience.
So I had this feeling that whenever I went out, people were either like judging me or hating me or laughing at me.
And as a result, he'd just retire from acting completely.
No, you can't.
Kind of ruined my acting career. And to be honest, I never really liked acting.
The saddest part, as suggested here, was that he didn't deserve any of it. His style was chosen by the production team.
Yeah, so this wasn't my idea at all. I don't know why they decided to go with this weird haircut. I just remember going to the makeup trailer every day and having them put an insane amount of hairspray until it turned into like this really crusty, hard helmet bob.
And as a result, everyone instead began to defend him. The internet owes you an apology, my man. Sometimes people forget that actors are real people with real feelings. Goes through a 3-year depression slump and comes back to forgive his undeserving audience. What a class act. Wishing you the best, Charlie. I do know nothing declared we should be ashamed.
What I'm trying to get across is that we shouldn't have attacked Wright or anyone else. Our best
Why would
option
you
should have been
attack
to
him
stay
anyway?
silent and not watch the movie because Wright is a human being.
While Twitter began to state, while I personally hated the movie and the characters, including Rodrick, Charlie Wright should never have received those nasty comments.
Rodrick
Therefore, his positive attitude has
Charlie
been extremely admirable.
Do you regret doing the movie? No, not at all. It was and still is the best acting experience I've ever had in my life, and I find myself very lucky to have been able to do that movie and portray that character.
It's still a really good opportunity.
Transitioning from
it's still a really good opportunity